Luke Combs with Wild Things Are on B105. It's a Breakfast Club with Ken and Lauren. Happy Friday, Lauren.
TGIF.
Look at that and a smile on her face.
I don't know why I'm smiling so early, I guess.
B105, it's a Breakfast Club with Ken and Lauren. We got the B105 Buzz brought to you by East Central Energy, member-owned, homegrown, community-focused since 1936. What's happening, Lauren?
So, some people are going to have comments on this because nothing gets people heated more than roundabouts and then potholes, right?
Yeah, probably in that order.
Yeah, so came across a study that lists the best roads in the country and the worst. And Minnesota came in at number 17, so closer to the best roads.
Yeah, that's interesting considering how we have such freezing and frost, and that's wreaks havoc on roads. But
yeah, and like weather plays such a big role, and there's only, so much people can do because when we have long winters and all that. Wisconsin came in at number 37, though, which is not good.
Yeah.
So let's just take this with a grain of salt. Lots of potholes.
Yeah, you got to be careful this time of year. And then, get in alignment, too, when it's all said and done.
Right?
Right?
Those should be free.
Okay, Lauren. We'll wait for that congressional act to go through. What was I going to mention this? Oh, Quick Trip. I'm a big fan of Quick Trip.
You are.
They've been nominated for the best gas station in America. This is a USA Today Reader's Choice 2024 Best Gas Station Brand Competition. Guess where they're at on this, on the leaderboard?
Probably number one.
You're right, number one.
Everyone loves Quick Trip.
Can you guess any other gas stations in the top 10?
Holiday.
They're not on here, but they're turning more
Casey's?
into Casey's is number 2 because of those pizzas they have. And then I've never been to one of these, but the Hy-Vee Fast and Fresh Hy-Vee gas stations.
Okay, never been to those.
Yeah, they don't have them around here, but in the Twin Cities they got a bunch of them. But those are little grocery store / gas station convenience stores.
Interesting.
And then this is nationwide. So the other ones you have is Royal Farms, Maverick, never heard of them. The Quick Trip with a Q, which is a different company.
Oh, there's one of the same name?
Quick Trip with a Q, yeah. You'll see those in some places, like out in Nebraska. Rudders, never heard of that. Sheets, and then Terribles.
I have not heard of literally any of those.
A lot of these are on the East Coast that we don't have around here. But anyway, Quick Trip's leading it right now. And I mean, for them to only be in the Midwest, that's a heck of a footprint.
Where's Buc-ee's?
That's down the list a little bit further.
Buc-ee's is amazing, I just have to say. It is a magical place.
Okay, well.
But I can't speak to their gas, but I can speak to their snacks.
Okay. Well, there you go. Quick Trip's asking for your votes right now, and there's a couple weeks left to do that. B105country.com. I got the story up there for you. And that's your B105 book. Scotty McCreary, matters to her. B105, Northland's number 1 for new country. This is interesting. I hadn't heard about many of these towns and stuff, but I saw this the other day, the 10 snobbiest cities in Minnesota. Mm-hmm. Why is that? What makes everybody so snobby? Well, they measure what deems as snobby things because wine snobs, coffee snobs, book snobs, blah, 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 blah. What do you think the number 1 in Minnesota is?
North Oaks.
You read this, didn't you?
Here's the funny thing is that I went to high school and it was North Oaks people and then Shoreview people. And a lot of my friends lived in North Oaks and I lived in Shoreview. So I just kind of assumed.
So Shorewood's on here too. So you're kind of come from the snobbiest places in Minnesota.
I knew you were going to say that, but
that's in the neighborhood.
No, we weren't. They're two very different things.
Okay. Well, I didn't know. I thought Edina was going to be on. Oh yeah, Edina's on there, number 8 on that.
What's funny, so I won't say her name, but she's a mutual friend you and I have. And I said, and I was talking about North Oaks one day, and there's no shade, okay, because a lot of my friends are from their very beautiful area. We lived like just down the street from the entrance. And I was like, yeah, it's just like kind of snobby. And then she's like, oh, my husband's from there. I'm like, and then she's like, he tells me it's really snobby. I'm like, yeah.
Well, I definitely did not come from a snobby area. I'm salt of the earth over here. B105, Northland's number 1 for new country, and there is still a slight chance. Lee Bryce, Hard to Love on B105. It is a Breakfast Club with Ken and Lauren, and we've got Lauren's Country Lowdown. I've been waiting all night.
Okay, that next one seems a little dramatic, but Tyler Hubbard has put the kibosh on some things.
Okay.
We all know he and Brian Kelly, they were in Florida Georgia Line. That didn't work out. They kind of had a falling out.
A little bit of a spat, yeah.
And then, they did their last show at the Minnesota State Fair, and it seemed like they were parting ways cordially. But then Brian Kelly came out with a song called Kiss My Boots. It was obviously about Tyler Hubbard, right? So there's been a lot of shade being thrown. Well, Tyler just did an interview with People magazine. He was asked about his feelings towards Brian Kelly. He said, I'm happy for him. I hope he's happy and that he's doing his thing and I'm doing my thing. I only want good things for him and I wish him the best. Then he said, it was a cool season of life. I don't want it back. And then he also was asked about a reunion and he said, respectfully, that's not happening.
Wow. Yeah.
Which is kind of like, whew.
Well, he took the high road without really taking the high road,
It's good to take the high road with a few clues that people can
You sniff out that maybe he's not, he has no intention of wanting to be back with him.
Yes, exactly. So you can hear Brian Kelly's song, by the way, Kiss My Boots, b105country.com.
Interesting.
Yeah. On to a happier duo, Blake Shelton and Gwen Stefani. They just made an appearance because he opened his new bar in Vegas. It's all red, but just in Vegas. He performed 1 hour and he brought Gwen out. She was just at Coachella and he's like, she's been flying everywhere, but she wanted to be here. They sang their songs and they talked and they were just being cute.
So cute.
Yeah, so you can see some of their clips, b105country.com. And then Lainey Wilson, she is talking about Yellowstone. I think she really, really wants to be back on the show. She was just a guest on Taste of Country Nights. And she said she hammered it into Taylor Sheridan's head. When you go back filming, because who knows at this point, I want to be there. She was also asked, how does your boyfriend like the thought of you kissing? Because, she had some kissing scenes. And she said, he knows that I've worked really hard. He doesn't like seeing me kiss somebody else, but they say at the end of the day, we love each other. You do what you got to do.
What if they have the magical kiss and a spark just comes out of nowhere and in a whirlwind?
Well, a lot of coworkers end up dating each other. Like, on movies like Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie. He was married to Jennifer Aniston.
I married the receptionist here.
You did. You sure did.
She's not a receptionist anymore, though.
No.
We had to spread our eggs in different baskets,
I would love if she still worked here, though. I really would. There was some secret office relationships at my last job.
Oh, really? Do you think there's any secret office relationships going on here?
No.
Maybe
that would be hilarious. Who? Don't say it on the air.
Oh, yeah, that'd be the perfect place to start a rumor here.
I think
Ruin lives.
maybe somewhat recently, but at this current moment, no.
Oh, wow. Who was recently?
Oh, I'll tell you off there.
Well, I didn't know about
No, you
this.
did. You just forgot. I'll tell you.
That's Ashley Cook in your place on B105. And 710 Laugh Off. I think we're tied.
Yeah, we're tied. It's very scary. Very scary stuff.
Are you going to be using your feet jokes today?
I don't know. Am I?
I don't know.
It's foot jokes and...
Foot jokes?
No. Because I don't think those landed with you very well.
Not really. No. What was the one, what do you call a family of toes or something?
Aunts and ankles?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Okay. Well, more of that, if that's your thing, coming up at 7:10 here on B105. Good morning.
Good morning.
7:10 Laugh Off. We're tied all up.
We sure are.
Yeah.
So you won. You won yesterday. You get to decide who goes first.
You go first.
Okay. Ken, what do you call it when you go on a road trip to see the eclipse? Going where the sun don't shine.
That hits close to home because I was gonna go on a road trip to the eclipse, and then I thought the weather didn't look great, and I thought, well, it's like 70% here. That'll be good enough. Don't worry about getting stuck in traffic.
Yeah, it'll be a big life regret for you for a while.
Thank you.
I'm just saying.
And then it was cloudy here, and then where I was gonna go, it was not a cloud in the sky. Thanks for starting that off with me. Lauren, so my wife asked me, why don't you treat me like you did when we were first dating? All right, so I took her out to dinner and a movie, and I dropped her off at her parents' place.
Okay, that was good. That was a good starting joke. You're laughing really hard at that. Okay. Is there something you want to talk about?
No.
Okay. Ken, how does a geometry teacher like to drink beer? From pint A to pint B.
That's cute. That's cute. Nice.
Thanks.
Lauren, why do milking stools only have 3 legs? Because the cow has the udder. The udder one. Mm-hmm. The udder.
Yeah, that was good. Was that your second joke?
Yeah.
Okay. The pressure's on. Ken, why was the eyebrow in trouble at the bank? It was overdrawn.
You know the eyebrow jokes are
Your
sensitive.
lips started quivering. I love that.
You and eyebrow jokes yesterday. Yeah, you won the week. Congratulations.
I know I needed.
This is your day. I brought you iced coffee. You won the 710 laugh
day.
off. Look at you go.
Breakfast Club confession. I didn't think you were actually going to bring me coffee.
Today?
Yeah. Because, you asked my order last night. I was already sleeping. And then I'm like, he's going to have to get up, really early.
I did, knowing that you would get it to me.
Yeah.
I knew that you would seize the opportunity. It was never a question in my mind. I knew I was going to wake up to a text message from you with your coffee order. I knew it for sure. And you'd let that one go. All right, there you go. That's your 710 laugh off here on B105. We got your brain teaser question in just a couple of minutes on the Breakfast Club. B105 Breakfast Club, Ken and Lauren. Here we go with your brain teaser question. Your chance to win some Papa Murphy's.
Yep.
Getting down to the wire on these Papa Murphy's.
I think today might be the last day. But we have some really fun prizes for Get Downtown Week with the brain teaser next week.
We'll do that next week. Yeah.
And then I'll try to find more of these.
Okay.
But yeah, anyway, stay tuned for that. But about 60% of people in the world have never seen this before. What is it? Something we see not too much this year, but...
Whoa.
Well, we got to give some sort of hint.
I know.
It's not something we've seen too much this year, but it's our way of life. And I just cannot fathom that people don't have to deal with this.
Well, 60% of people in the world.
Mm-hmm. That live elsewhere.
Yeah. Maybe not as far north. Yeah. Or south.
Mm-hmm.
Well, 6% of people in the world have never seen this before. What is it? 727-B105. Call now. Good luck. You could win the B105 Breakfast Club. Get him, Lauren. Got your brain teaser question. Lauren, take it away.
Okay, about 60% of people in the world have never seen this before. What is it?
All right, let's go.
I gave some hints. I feel like that maybe gave it away.
Your show. We're just living in it, Mm-hmm. Nice. Okay, you ready to go to the phone? Take some guesses. Hi, B105. What do you think?
Snow.
It is snow.
That was easy.
60% of the world. That's pretty crazy.
That's lucky.
That is very crazy.
How do you feel about a chance for snow today?
No thanks.
Yeah, I know. It's a slight chance. It could miss us. That'd be great. Yeah.
I saw some snowflakes driving into work. I'm not going to lie. I don't want to say that, though. Who's this?
This is Holly.
Hey, Holly, we got a prize pack for you for Papa Murphy's Pizza. It's pizza, calzone, cheese bread, all that.
Sounds delicious.
Did you know that all 50 states have recorded snowfall in the United States, even Hawaii?
That's interesting. I would like to learn more about that.
Well, there's a place called snowbrains.com.
Snowbrains.com. Okay.
Yeah, some territories have it, though, like Guam, Puerto Rico, Virgin Islands. But, yeah, that's crazy, huh?
Imagine living somewhere tropical and then you get snow,
That'd be like when I go to visit.
Right. It's like that week is when it...
Like I went to Vegas. I went to Vegas one time. It was like 50 degrees and raining. I'm like, seriously? Wow. And I lost a bunch of money. That's another story for another time that we don't even ever bring up again.
No, we don't have time. We gotta
move on. We gotta scoot. We got Breakfast Club Confessions 7:40 coming up.
Oh, I'm scared to say mine.
I had a new one on my way out of here yesterday.
I'm sure you did. Sure you did.
Okay. That's coming up on B105. Your weather forecast next. B105 Breakfast Club, Ken and Lauren. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We got your Breakfast Club Confessions. That means we talk about some things that happened this week that, we could have done better, maybe.
I'm scared to say mine.
Well, go ahead then. You got to start.
I just want to say I'm a very hygienic person. I think you and I have that in common where we're kind of like freaks about it.
I like to be clean.
Exactly.
Okay.
Same. So, the other morning, I got to work. I realized I hadn't brushed my teeth. I have a toothbrush here, so I did.
Of course you do.
Because I woke up and I was, when you wake up and you're just pickled and you're just I need water. Well, you don't want to brush your teeth and then have your mouth taste like mint and then drink water, right?
Okay.
So chugged water, then made iced coffee. Then I get in the car and I'm like, oh my gosh, I forgot to brush my teeth because I was drinking this coffee. So I brushed them right when I got here. But I also was like, I was hiding from everyone until I had the chance to do so because I was horrified.
Okay, that's not that big of a deal.
But yeah, I was just embarrassed.
Well, it's Saturday. I forgot to put on deodorant. And we're on a road trip.
Oh, the road trip really should be your Breakfast Club confession.
I wasn't the reason we were late.
No.
That wasn't me. That was that guy over there.
So we went on a road trip to visit our
time.
friend. Oh. And I had to wake up at 6, ran, got ready. Well, I was running like 2 minutes late. So then I was worried I was going to hold you guys up and you guys were going to be mad at me.
Should have known better.
But then you called me and you're like, we're like 15 minutes out. And then like 25 minutes later.
I can't help it when Tony forgets his phone and he shows up at my house 10 minutes late. What am I supposed to do?
It's Tony time.
I know.
I wasn't mad, but I was like, I could have left maybe like 30 minutes later.
Well, I know. And then I had to run into Black Bear Casino to get a travel size little deodorant thing of Old Spice. And then I couldn't find it, so I had to ask the clerk or the cashier. And then I was like, oh, here it is right behind me. Mm-hmm. Well, now I got a little tiny Old Spice deodorant thing in my truck for next time it happens. Yeah, you should.
Just keep it.
Yeah, right. Did I put on deodorant today? I don't know what my problem is.
It's a scary feeling when you don't know.
I know, especially when it was hot and raining.
I have an extra deodorant here, too.
I've had to use women's deodorant before that I forgot that I got at a gas station. Strong enough for man.
Whatever works.
Made my shirt smell kind of floral-like for a long time.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
All right, what are your Breakfast Club confessions?
We waited to the last minute to do taxes, and I thought for sure we were getting a refund, so I wasn't worried about it. Well, we didn't get a refund. We had to pay in.
Yeah.
So then we paid in, and then we made sure we had the right account, and then it turns out we had the money come out of the wrong account. So I was like negative $1,000 in a checking account. But we fixed that. It's all right. No problem.
Yeah, I did my taxes the day before because I kept forgetting.
Yeah, we did too, yeah.
Yeah, I kept forgetting. And then I'm like always scared I'm going to be audited. And I do them myself because I don't really have assets. So I'm like, I can do it myself. Yeah. And then I'm like, I have to call my parents.
Right.
And I'm like, I never learned this in school.
Yeah, why didn't they teach us that in school? I mean, why did we learn about trigonometry?
I would have loved to learn about taxes because I'm calling my dad. He just would answer. He didn't even say hello at one point because he's like, I know you're just calling to ask another question.
Funny. Yeah, and then yesterday I was in the parking ramp and I was trying to get out and somebody couldn't figure out the pay thing. Like it happens at least once a week where you sit there. And we sat there about 5 minutes and there were 2 cars in front of me. Mm-hmm. And I mean, it was a whole line. So I just got out and I went down and I swiped my card.
I've done that before.
And they go, oh, thank you. And then they sat there and then they were like putting things. I'm like, you got to go. Go. So then,
I feel like people really struggle to figure out how to leave the parking garage.
It is not that hard.
One time somebody came up the parking garage the wrong way and then they were mad at me. I'm like, no, you're going up the wrong way.
Yeah, I have that happen too. Usually it's a Tesla driver.
Oh.
Seems to be a common theme. Okay, Lauren's Country Lowdown on B105 on a Friday.
Should we do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go for it.
Well, you can kind of help me with this because you gave me the tip. So thank you. Dirk Bentley was in Minnesota.
Oh, yeah. I didn't really look into it, though.
So he was at a hockey invitational in Eden Prairie. Now, from what I have gathered from the comment section, his son plays hockey, but that's not confirmed. It's just people in the comment section.
I can imagine because he's big into hockey himself.
Yeah, Dirks loves hockey. Actually, I went to see if anybody posted photos with him on his Instagram, and he was at a hockey game in Arizona.
Oh,
so he just loves hockey.
Yeah.
So anyways, you can see the photo, b105country.com. It's just so random, very random.
Yeah, wouldn't you imagine that being in Eden Prairie? I'm like, oh, that's Dirk Bentley. Well, it's interesting.
Well, a lot of people in the comments were like, we were there and we didn't realize that was him.
Yeah, I mean, people look like people if you don't know who they are.
And he's got a new look. He has long hair now.
Okay.
So.
And he's wearing a ball cap too, wasn't he?
Yeah. I would have known it was him. I'll go to a hockey game to meet Dirks.
Lauren's always looking for celebrities no matter where we're at. She's always got her eye out.
That's true. Because I just love and Dirks is not a D-list. He's like an A-list. But I want to see, I don't need to see Brad Pitt, I just want to see Donnie Wahlberg or something.
Oh my God, Lauren.
I'm just saying. I'm not looking for Kim Kardashian or whatever.
Okay.
Anyways, Kane Brown.
I just need my Donnie Wahlberg. Oh my gosh.
That's just an example. Okay, we got to move on. Kane Brown.
Oh, my God.
He just did an interview talking about his ACM nomination because I feel like he didn't say anything, but he was up for Entertainer of the Year. Or he is up, I should say, because the show hasn't happened yet. But he said he was sleeping. His manager called him. He didn't answer. His manager called his wife, who woke him up. He said, that's awesome. And then he went back to sleep. So I guess a little underwhelming of a reaction. It's his 15th ACM nomination. He says he's super grateful to be recognized. He also says he doesn't feel like he deserves to win right now. He says Luke and Morgan are killing it. Chris Stapleton is killing it. And he said he would put himself in the category when it came just to entertaining, but he wouldn't choose himself to win.
Okay, well.
And I feel like he just doesn't really win that many awards. And so that's why he's just like...
rolled over and goes back to bed. Love that.
Exactly.
That's funny.
Yeah. So last but not least, new music. Jordan Davis has a new song out today with Sam Hunt. It's called Guiding Light. It's live and acoustic. And then Hardy has a new reimagined version of Gin and Juice out with
Did we need that?
Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre.
Wow. Okay,
that's not
Hardy.
on my bingo card.
No,
There's a
most
music
definitely.
video out as well.
See that
Very
coming.
random, but then also isn't that kind of like on brand for Hardy?
I guess if there is a brand for Hardy, I don't know.
I don't know. Is it going to be a country version?
I
haven't
have
had
no
time to
idea.
listen.
We have to check that out.
So,
And then, but the big music news is even if it's not country, everybody's talking about Taylor's new albums out today.
well, I feel like that's why there's not many new country songs
Yeah,
out. 'cause
who would
they're not
wanna
gonna
compete with
No,
that?
nobody wants to.
Get ready to hear Taylor Swift all weekend at home.
Except for Hardy, who
Gin
released
and Juice with Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre. Okay, someone's got to check on him. See. Well, Fly Breakfast Club, Ken and Lauren, and let's go to the movies.
Let's do it.
What's out in the theaters? There's a couple of movies. One you're going to be excited about, one I'm excited about.
Okay, I know which one I'm going to be excited about because I already know I'm going to see it.
Abigail?
Yeah.
You're going?
Yeah, Tony and I want to go. We invited you. You said no.
I'm not going. No. This looks scary.
It looks really scary.
So here's a synopsis. After a group of would-be criminals kidnap the 12-year-old ballerina daughter of a powerful underworld figure, all they have to do to collect a $50 million ransom is watch the girl overnight. In an isolated mansion, the captors start to dwindle one by one as they discover to their mounting horror that they're locked inside with no normal little girl. She looks terrifying in this.
Yeah, she looks a little scary.
Look at those teeth. Ugh.
I guess it's like it's not a remake, but it's like a play on something with Dracula or something. I could be wrong on that.
I have no idea.
All I know is I need to see it as soon as possible. So I will report back.
Crazy. Looking,
It does look a little
I'm
crazy.
scared to even look at the. Yeah.
So you're not going to come
No,
back?
I'm not going there. Don't give me nightmares. I don't need that. I want to see this one, though. This is the one I really want to see. The Mystery of Ungentlemanly Warfare. Have you heard anything about this one?
No.
You know, I'm a big World War II nerd.
You are.
I have to apologize to my family because it's like on all the time. The Smithsonian Channel is probably the worst thing that's happened to me because I just sit there and I watch it.
I mean, there's worse things you could educate yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you're
Yeah, okay.
watching something educational.
Sure. Well, anyway, Mystery of Ungentlemanly Warfare, based on recently declassified files of the British War Department and inspired by true events. This is a true. There's true inspiration behind this. The movie's an action comedy, tells the story of the first ever special forces organization formed during World War II by Winston Churchill and a small group of military officials. So, Ian Fleming was in it. Anyway, top secret combat unit composed of a motley crew of rogues and mavericks goes on a daring mission against the Nazis using entirely unconventional and utterly ungentlemanly fighting techniques. This is what eventually led to the real world development of special forces and, Black Ops warfare, that kind of stuff. So,
Intense.
yeah, it looks good. It looks really good. Henry Cavill's in it.
Oh.
Alan Ritchson, he's from Reacher on TV. He's great on that. Oh, Carrie, who's in that too? Guy Ritchie's director. It could be great.
I'm just confused why I haven't heard anything about it till just now.
Well, you're probably not.
But I feel like I didn't even hear about Abigail till just the other day.
Well, it's the movie industry these days. You know? And then there's that Sasquatch movie out with it's getting good reviews. It's Sasquatch Sunset, but it's not playing anywhere in here.
Is it about Bigfoot?
Yeah, it's about a family of Bigfoots that are across. It's a year journey.
I thought it was like a documentary about.
No, it's a fictional story.
I got
Lauren.
excited. Okay, I'm gonna pass on that
They
one.
didn't get enough found footage to make a documentary of Bigfoot.
There's a lot out there about Bigfoot without any footage.
That's a good point. That whole TV show, Not Finding Bigfoot, right?
Exactly.
I'm sorry, Matthew Moneymaker. Anyway, 809 B105, we've got the cash cow going to mosey its way on in with a chance to win $30,000 just minutes away at 820 on B105. Goodbye shoes. What kind of shoes are those?
I don't know.
These boots are made for walking. I never really got that.
I didn't
Goodbye
get
shoes.
that. I don't know. What's Carrie Underwood up to?
I don't know. I haven't heard much about her.
I know. It was like surreal when the ACM nominations came out and she wasn't on there.
Well, I don't know. You know, she and Miranda are in the over 40 crowd now.
Don't speak ill of Miranda.
I'm not speaking ill. I'm saying I'm in the over 40 crowd. People don't take...
I think there's just a new era. But
Yeah, that's
think
what
of
I'm saying.
like they're legendary. I mean, it's hard to remain relevant for so long.
Right. Are you talking... Okay, never mind.
I'm not talking about you, Ken.
Because I would argue never been relevant. Anyway, that's... okay, Carrie Underwood there. I don't know where that came from. Your weather forecast coming up next. You going to hang around for that? You're not leaving me yet?
We work here, so I'm not going anywhere.
Okay, we're going to talk to Brandon next on B105. Florida Georgia line, get your shine on B105. It is the Breakfast Club with Ken and Lauren, and we got some jerk today. This is a very bizarre story because this is Bemidji Pioneer Press is reporting on this.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, they basically said that out in it's kind of like by Lake Winnebagosh, the Minnesota DNR blew up using dynamite 2 deer stands that weren't supposed to be there.
Oh, so who's the jerk?
Using dynamite. Why are you using dynamite?
Yeah, you shouldn't put a deer stand where it shouldn't be, though.
Yeah, that's
but
true.
I feel like there's easier ways than dynamite. Can't you put like a eviction notice on the deer stand and just call it a day?
No, that's not what they do. It's near Bowstring Lake, Bowstring State Forest, and residents are pretty upset about it because nobody told them that there was an explosion's going to be taking place.
I get that.
They use dynamite. I mean, what if you're out in the woods walking around and all of a sudden this stand blows up? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They had shrapnel going hundreds of yards. The Minnesota DNR said that's not like what they do, so they're looking into it.
Mm-hmm.
But they said they were hearing explosions more than 4 miles away. A resident nearby said that she had a can of Coke rattle and fall off her bar.
Well, that is like scary though if you don't know that it's happening and then you like hear an explosion. I would panic.
Nobody's saying that the defending the fact that the deer stands were there.
Right.
I mean, you know, I've had deer stand on state forest before.
Right.
I'm not going to say that.
Oh.
You're not supposed to leave them even overnight, you know, but... Anyway, they said the DNR said they tried repeated efforts to contact the owner, but they never came forward, probably because they were worried about a fine or whatever. They said the staff took the safety steps of blocking access to the area, but the method of demolition did not follow DNR policy or reflect good judgment.
Yeah, that just seems
evaluating
like...
the situation, we'll take appropriate follow-up measures. Yeah.
So intense.
It sounds like somebody's like, hey, I found this dynamite. You want to go blow something up?
Yeah, that's scary. There has to be an easier way.
Yeah, I would think so. But, well, anyway, there you go. That's a story you don't see every day. That's for sure. B105, it's Breakfast Club with Ken and Lauren, and a wild one from Lauren Wells right now.
So our angel today is from Pennsylvania, a manager of a local Taco Bell there who performed CPR on a baby that was struggling to breathe in the drive-thru.
Wow.
Completely saved this baby. Crazy stories. So, like I said, this happened in Pennsylvania. And a woman named Natasha, she was running errands with her 11-week-old son, Miles, and she went through the Taco Bell drive-thru, and right as she was like ordering, she realized that something was wrong with her son. She ran out of the car, pulled him out. He was blue and lifeless, which is so scary. Well, the Taco Bell manager named Becky, she heard this over her headset, ran outside. Apparently this happened to somebody in her family a few years ago, so she knew exactly what to do. She said she threw her headset, started chest compressions, and then he finally started to breathe. They went to the hospital. He's all good now.
Wow.
And obviously this mother is like, wow, you are like my guardian angel. What are the chances? And then Taco Bell said that they're getting in touch with Becky and they're going to express their appreciation for her. But isn't that like crazy? Like she just heard it in her headset, threw it off, sprinted into action and completely saved this
and then
baby.
the fact that she would have had experience. I mean, it's one of those things that it's like, what are the odds?
It's
What a
crazy.
coincidence.
Definitely someone like looking out over that. But I just like think it's crazy how people spring into action at times like that and don't even think. She's like, yep, this happened to me before. I knew exactly what to do. I stayed calm, and the baby is okay.
I don't know if I'd even know how to give a baby CPR.
Well, it's a good like PSA as well, because I mean the baby was completely fine and then something happened. So always good to brush up on those things too.
You know, when I was a baby, my dad came in to my room where I was in my crib or whatever, and I wasn't breathing, and he had to get me to breathe again, and then I had like child apnea, and they had to like put monitors and stuff on me when I was a baby.
That's really sad, Ken.
Well, I mean, I'm here, I made it, but it's one of those things. It's scary. You got to be educated on that kind of stuff.
Good to be prepared.
And then one time the monitors came out, and then my parents came running into the room, and I was standing there, ripped them off my chest, and I was just standing there like a boss.
Look at you now.
Yeah, right now. Zach Brown Band and Toes, B105. It's Breakfast Club with Ken and Lauren, and the B105 Workday Kickoff next, as we always go. Friday, though, it's better.
Thank
Look at
goodness.
this. You got free iced coffee on a Friday. Been jacked up all morning.
I am jacked up on this.
Right.
Like
It's good, isn't
I
it?
drink it on an empty stomach, and
Ooh. Next time I'll pick up some of those egg bites if you want.
I just like iced coffee.
Yeah. And then on the way in today, I hit every green light.
Wow.
I was just kind of like, it's like the world rolled out the red carpet for me this morning.
I know. I woke up and I had like 19 text messages, and it was because Taylor Swift's album was actually a double album. So it's going to be a good Friday. I
All
gasped.
right, there you go.
Gasped.
All right, Team Taylor over there. I like Taylor Swift too. You know?
I liked her before it was cool. So I just want to put that out there because people roll their eyes anytime anyone talks about Taylor Swift. I liked her since Tim McGraw, the song. So
I stepped on her foot before anybody knew who she was.
you did. I went to a meet and greet with her at the Mall of America, and there was only 7 people in line.
Look at you.
And her mom took a picture of me because she's like, oh, there's like, look at you guys are like her first, or I don't know.
Well,
her
neat.
mom. Yeah. So
Well,
somewhere.
now you got a great icebreaker if you ever meet her.
Hey, I met you at Mall of America. But yeah, it was cute.
Okay, well, there you go. Workday kickoff next, B105. Dustin Lynch, stars like confetti on B105, the Northland.
This is your chance to win cash. Here's this hour's Win Cash code.
Okay, your second code for today is 687.
Okay, you could buy 7,500 iced coffees from Dunkin' with that.
Is that an order you're putting in?
I'm just planning out.
B105 Workday Kickoff. So we're talking about workplace emails, right? Yesterday, I sent an email with an attached file, which was a new spot. And it was a spot is what we call a commercial here in the business. And I said, here's a fresh 60 for KKCB, which is the station, B105. So here's a fresh 60 for KKCB for specific client / Ken Hayes. They came back with, is this a 60 or 30? What station is this on? Who's it for?
I just
Like it's all right there per my last email.
I get like very, very heated when I get certain emails, and then I have to tell
B105, Northland's #1 for New Country. It's Ken and Giggles in the morning.
you got me this iced coffee.
Yeah, I know. I didn't know there would be laughing gas
I
in it.
just like you've never had such a strong one before. It's so strong.
Wow. Okay. Well, Joe's coming in next. Lauren's
so strong.
Lauren's gonna go run run a marathon, and we'll be back in time for the B105 Cash Cow code coming up at 10:20.
Yes.
Have a great Friday. We'll see you next week.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Joe's in next.